Hi guys, it's another look inside the Creative iMedia Toolkit, and today we're looking at tools and techniques. So the mark band for this is limited, partly and effective. So limited skills are the foundations of starting point, partly to some extent, and effective are producing or able to produce a desired effect. And what we're looking at here is we're looking at before, what I did, and after as your evidence. So I'm going to come on to this in a little bit, but the first thing about things being effective is when your work's being marked, the first thing they're going to do is look at your graphic. Is your graphic effective? And again, this branches off into lots of areas of your coursework. If you have read the client's brief and done what they have asked, and again, if you look at the performance criteria video, this will help you channel your thoughts to what you are meant to be doing. And then if you have used skills effectively, you will get the marks. But you must be doing things which look good. So for example, if you used a skill like chopping the background out of an image just to have like the person exercising or something in the middle, if there was no point in chopping the background out and you've made a mess of it, or it doesn't look very good or professional, you won't get the marks because that's not effective. Second point is before, what I did, and after. You've got to be clear to be effective that something has happened from this point to this point. Now, on this particular example, before, it shows a screenshot of the page. We don't know what the dimensions are. We can see what they are afterwards, and we can see the 24 by 32 by 300. But how do we not know that that is what this was in the first place? There's a skill actually taken place. So you will be better having a box like this in section number 1, showing what the original size of the document is and how you've changed it. That is showing skills, and that is showing progression. By the way, this is on a Word document and it's a table. Again, your teacher is not allowed to give you a template or tell you you must use a Word document. That is your choice, and I've got a PowerPoint example as well, but I'm just giving you a Word example to start off with. So I'm going to give you two different ways of doing this. This is the second example. So on this one, we have the blur tool. Now on the blur tool, you've got like a little bit of a sharp yellow tinge on this part of the graphic. There's an explanation that it's been blurred and smudged, and the finished effect is it works. Now going back to that point, effective, if we start here and we move to there, it looks effective because it's been done nice and neatly. If you'd use like a rubber eraser, for example, and you chop parts of the leg off and it all looked rough, that wouldn't be an effective way of using tools. So again, when you're using tools, it's got to look professional, it's got to look neat, and the end product needs to be something which the client is going to accept as good quality. So, as I've mentioned, if you don't want to use a Word document as a template, there's other ways of doing it. Another way could be to use a PowerPoint. So, this is an example using the Magic Wand tool. And this one, we've used the Magic Wand to select the inside, the gap in between the leg. And we've then put the original yellow background. If you notice what I've done, I've used yellow in the font as well, just to show off a little bit. You don't have to, but it's a nice little touch. And on the second screenshot, you can see effectively that the edges have been cut, and there's a bit of annotation there as well with a transparent background. Again, transparent's not a colour, but I've used no colour within the text just to show off for a little bit of an effect. So that's the kind of ways you're really going to show your skills. So number 1, what did it look like before? Then, what does it look like afterwards? Showing the progression. But number 2, have you done a neat job? Is it a professional job? Does it look good? Hope you've enjoyed that video and it helps, and I'll catch up with you next time we look in the Creative iMedia toolbox.